Hi, Amazon Live. I'm Taylor O'Sullivan, and I'm here today with Tastemade, and I'm going to show you how we're going to completely revamp my patio for fall. It's going to be so much fun. And these are the last couple weeks that we can probably spend time on the patio. It's still sunny during the day, a little bit cool at night. And so I'm going to be showing you guys some things that you can bring into your home and into your patio. They're all from Amazon and they're going to be shoppable in the carousel below. So be sure to tune in for the next 40 minutes as we dive into it. All right, so first things first, I want to tell you about a couple products that I have here in my, what I like to call my summer patio. And we're going to be swapping all of these out to make it super fall, cozy, and perfect for the season. So one of the things when we moved into this house, the first thing that we did was we actually built, if you see these four wooden beams, we actually built a pergola. And the name of the company that makes these three-part grids, it's called a Toja grid. And you guys will be able to click on the link below so that you can check that out. It's amazing. It's super sturdy. And what's great about it is that Toja grid is able to mail you the joints that you need. And then all you have to do is go to Home Depot, get four 4x4s, and then you get to build this beautiful pergola that, in my opinion, really helps it feel a little bit cozier. And it also gives us a place to hang these amazing string lights. There is nothing cozier than a backyard that has string lights, and it really makes the whole dining room area just feel like a total vibe. So if you guys are interested in getting your hands a little bit dirty, working with some lumber, I highly recommend the Toja Grid. Again, the link is below. And also the lights, they just really bring it home and make the whole thing feel cozy. But as you can see right now, it's got a whole summer vibe, right? We've got candles, we've got this palm tree. So right now I'm going to take everything off and we're going to transform this space into our cozy little fall paradise. You're going to see me going on and off camera here and there to grab all of these cozy, amazing products, starting with this pumpkin colored, which feels very appropriate for the season, for it to be a pumpkin colored tablecloth. And I love this material because it's a linen. They call it European flax. And to be honest, I don't really know what European flax is, but it sounds luxurious, it sounds expensive, and it sounds like it's going to last and that I'm going to have it for years to come. And that's always something that I'm looking for when I'm shopping, is high quality products that I'm going to be able to have for me and my family for years. So I love the texture of this. It's kind of got that earthy pumpkin color. And it makes a great tablecloth just for if you're having maybe a couple of girls over for a fall party, or you could even transition into the holidays like Thanksgiving. So this is what I would call a staple. It's a pumpkin colored linen tablecloth, and you can shop it in the link. And then I want to add in something. Fall for me is all about cozy textures and colors, but I still want it to feel contemporary and feel like me. So we've got this beautiful macrame table runner. I love this because I felt like it was super affordable and that the quality is really high. And again, this is something that's kind of perfect for that weird in between season where summer is ending and fall is starting. And so we've got a little bit of that knit texture as we transition from summer to fall. And I also want to mention that this is a live, which means that you and I get to interact. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments about any of the things that I'm going over, please leave a comment in the chat because I want to hear from you guys. I also want to hear where you're from, where you're tuning in from, and what products you love. So feel free to give me a shout. I'm here for the whole live. Okay, so we've got our, oh, Isabel says, hi Taylor, can't wait to see the new products for my patio. Hi Isabel, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so happy that you're here. So we're gonna keep moving along. And we've got, up next, we have this beautiful, you know what, I'm gonna come in for a close up because I think this is actually so stunning from a textural standpoint. This feels like a high quality, handmade, I think you guys can see. Give me a thumbs up if you love this texture as much as I do. This came so nicely packed. It was probably one of the most secure ceramics that I've ever received. So thank you, Amazon, for delivering our products safe and sound. And now we can't just leave this vase here on its own. We've got to put something that feels really fall. And for me, I found these amazing silk cherry blossoms. You guys will see cherry blossoms in um, some parts of Japan and some parts of Washington, D.C. And I would love to be able to like bottle up those fresh cherry blossoms and bring them to where I live, but it's not always possible for them to be fresh year round or for you to be able to have access to them depending on where you live. So I felt like these silk were a really great alternative because one, you can get them from anywhere, even if they're not growing in your local neighborhood. And two, they're going to last forever. If you want to see a little bit of a close-up, the quality is really great. And so when I'm setting a table, if I'm having some girlfriends over, if I'm having family over, I know that these can be safely stored in our storage closet. And then when fall rolls around, I know that I get to just, bam, plop them in. And we've got a whole fall cozy vibe without having to maybe go down to the farmer's market or go somewhere where it's going to be really difficult to source these items. So I like, I'm a bit of a minimalist, right? I don't like too much going on. I like to keep things pretty clean. So another thing that I really like about these is that they have a small amount of wire on the interior. And so you can actually control how the leaves bend. You can have them come out or come up higher. I actually really like the way this looks though. I think we're in good shape. So silk cherry blossoms, these are a must. The link is going to be in the carousel. Be sure to check them out. And let me know if you have any questions. Kai and Isaac just joined. Hi guys, welcome. So good to have you here. All right, so now this is something that I am so excited about. And if that makes me a big nerd, then you know what? I'm here for it because I was really excited when I found these. These are 6 feet long eucalyptus garlands. I'm going to get you guys a close up so you can see what we're working with here, because what I like about this is they actually have combined 2 different types of eucalyptus. We have the silver eucalyptus right here. You may have seen that at your local farmer's market. And then we have a second type of eucalyptus in here. And for me, it makes this whole thing feel really real, right? Because you've got this nice mix. It's not just one and done. And so because we have 2 6-feet garlands, I like to do a really nice thick lineup of this, kind of working with the flow, the yin and the yang of our vase here. So we've got one here. And while I set this up, I want to know where you guys are tuning in from. I am in California, so we're just starting to get our fall vibe on. Is it already fall and are leaves changing where you guys live? If you're in parts of the east or the northwest, are the leaves changing? What's it like where you live? I want to know. Love being able to engage with you guys in such a special way like this. So thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see. How's this looking? I got to step back and admire my work. Okay. I think let's move these a little bit. And we've got an end here. I like to kind of tuck this in, right? Almost think of like an infinity symbol. These are, just like our cherry blossoms, these are faux eucalyptus leaves. So when they come out of the box, you should have seen, it was amazing how they fit all of this garland into one lightweight box. But what I like to do, just like those silk cherry blossoms, is I like to kind of bend the leaves forward. And they have this subtle wire texture underneath that allows you to do that. And it just makes it feel a little bit more lush, a little bit more thick and bushy, and contributes to that feeling of it being real, even though it's not. But I love that it's not real because, again, if I'm having people over, say I'm having a party on my patio, I may not have time to run to the farmer's market to spend $10 to buy the silver dollar eucalyptus fresh. And so this is so great to have on hand in your storage closet or, in your kitchen pantry, so that whenever you're having people over, you know that you're going to be able to set the vibe, make it feel earthy and lush and fall forward. So these are really great just to have on hand. I hope that the rustling sound isn't too much. George says, looking great so far. Thanks, George. I also saw that some of you guys are tuning in from San Diego. You're tuning in from Los Angeles. So we're just on the brink of patio season coming to a close. We're still in a great spot where, today is beautiful and sunny. And by tonight, it might be starting to get really chilly. So this is the perfect time, in my opinion, to gather your girlfriends, to gather your family, and to avail the last couple weeks of the summer season into fall, because fall is such a special time and I really like to take advantage of it by spending a little bit of time outside on the patio. So let me know what you guys like to do with your friends and family. If you were having people over to my house tonight, what would you be doing? Would you be playing games? Would you be, we've been recently obsessed with Monopoly Deal. I've got some little tricks up my sleeve for what I'm going to be doing tonight with my friends for this party. So let me know what your perfect fall party looks like. What are the activities? What are you eating? What are you drinking? How do you like to bring people together? So, okay, I'm feeling good about how the eucalyptus is all coming together. And now we're going to add a really fun little element of magic, quite literally magic. They're called fire. What are these called? Not fire, fairy lights. And I'm going to bring you guys in a little close up because these are so petite. Let me know if you can see that there. It looks like I've got big old fingers. And these little fairy lights are so great because they're portable. They don't need to be charged. They just use 3 AA batteries. And not only are they great for setting up your fall table, but they can be used for a multitude of different ways. I've taken these camping and wrapped them around my tent, which just takes a campsite to the next level. Let's be honest. It's totally Instagram worthy when you have these little fairy lights anywhere, or you could use them for movie night in your home. I feel like they just really elevate the feelings of coziness and warmth, and they're super lightweight, so you can take them anywhere. So I am just going to do a little bit of separating, because what we want to do, and this is the trick here, you weave the fairy lights in and out of the eucalyptus. And so we hide it, so you're not actually really going to see this very thin little copper wire, but you are, once the sun sets a little bit more, you are going to be able to see these little twinkly lights that honestly just make everything feel so cozy and nice. So I'm going to go ahead and string this all the way through. In the meantime, Isabel is asking, what are the best tips for waterproofing? You know what? That's a good point. I have never waterproofed this specific faux eucalyptus, for example, or these, but I have used, and it probably applies for the same idea at least, a waterproof shoe spray. I know they have those on Amazon, and you can definitely find those. So anything that would waterproof a shoe would likely also sort of create a nice protective layer. But for something like this, I would probably keep it out when it was dry, when it wasn't raining or snowing, and then I would probably put it away when I wasn't using it. So I'm going to keep going around and interweaving our little fairy lights. These are so cute. And then what I'm going to do, we've got this little battery pack here, smaller than a credit card. It's really tiny. It's going to be so easy for us to just hide this right under the garland. So I'm going to do a second layer, and you guys can shop this in the carousel. And this is actually, the one that I got was a 2-pack. I kind of wanted to make sure that I had plenty of length. And you know what? As it turns out, these are actually even longer and more bountiful than I had expected. So I actually only need to use the one. But what's really great is that it comes with a 2-pack. So, okay, let's check it out. So I've hidden our little battery pack underneath there. Hopefully we can't see it. I'm all about little tricks to hide things. Okay, and I also want to mention that Amazon is doing a very special sale. They're having a big deal sale in the month of October. And Amazon is so cool that they have offered to put a couple of the items on this live in the later part of the carousel on sale early. So be sure to check it out And don't forget that the month of October is going to be a great time to do some shopping, whether it's for you or for family, because there are going to be lots of deals to be had. So be sure to check out the carousel below for a surprise on which items are going to be on sale. Okay, so then we're going to come in. We've got this. This is probably my favorite item. Look at how cute this little darling vintage radio is. It is adorable. It almost looks like it's got a wood finish on top here. It kind of looks like it's straight out of the 1970s, but what's so amazing about it is that it has all of the capability of a contemporary speaker. So we've got Bluetooth, AM, FM. It's even got an auxiliary cord, and it charges with a USB-C. So super easy to charge. It's even got this really cute little radio dial. Hope you guys can see that. And what I love about this is that no party, we all know this, no party is complete without music, but this is so tiny that we can have our music playing to really set the vibe while not taking up a ton of space. And I love that it's not one of those like big black speakers. You know, those serve a purpose for sure. I personally love something that has a little bit of a vintage aesthetic. I feel like the gold on the front, this gold mesh panel on the front, and all of these gold features, they look super high end and timeless, which when I'm throwing a party, I want to feel like everything is aligned, and this wood finish is totally working for our fall vibe. So I'm not going to play any music right now because it would make it harder for you guys to hear me. But if I had to pick a party playlist, I would probably go, if I was thinking about fall, I'd probably go with a Neil Young Harvest Moon radio. That's going to be such a hit for you guys. Neil Young Harvest Moon has such a cozy fall vibe. I mean, it's in the name Harvest Moon. So if I was setting the playlist right now, that's what I would pick. Let me know what you guys would play, if you have a favorite artist or a favorite band or a playlist on any platform that you like to play to really set the mood when you're having people over. Drop it in the chat. I'd love to hear from you guys. And I'm going to keep going. In the meantime, Jennifer is asking what kind of branches we're using. These are two different types of eucalyptus leaves. You know, eucalyptus, those ones that smell really good. And this is a faux version, which means they're going to last forever. These are essentially immortal 6 feet garland eucalyptus branches. Okay, now we're coming in with, sorry, we've got some construction next door. Bear with me. And we've got a couple of these little fall elements. I think they would be referred to as faux gourds. I think that's the official name, probably because we've got a mix of squashes, pumpkins, we've got some green and orange, and also some little pine cones. I thought these were so darling, and I don't like to go, you know, because it's still September, I wasn't going to go full pumpkin, right? It's too early to go full pumpkin. We've still got over a month before Halloween, but I feel like these little tiny gourds offer a little glimpse of the holiday season without being too overbearing. So I'm just going to place a couple of these, again, around, weaving it through our eucalyptus. That's good there. And in the meantime, let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. I love to engage with you and spend time together. I know you guys are here to learn from me, but I'm also here to learn from you. So don't be shy in the chat. Okay, so we've got our pumpkins down. Let me know if you guys can see these little tiny elements. We've got, it might be a little bit hard where the camera is fixed. We've got our speaker here. Imagine that it's playing Neil Young Harvest Moon. We've got our eucalyptus. And if you're just joining, if you missed the first couple of seconds and you want to know what the heck we're doing here, we're doing a fall patio refresh. Amazon Live with Tastemade. We're featuring products from Amazon that you can bring into your home and into your patio to really set the vibe for fall. I'm setting up for a little party that I'm having with some girlfriends, just 4 people, a little something small. And all of the items that you see here are shoppable through the carousel. And don't forget that Amazon is having a big sale that they are kind enough to give us a little tiny teaser in the carousel. Go to the back and you'll see some of these items. So we're going to keep moving. because we got a lot of stuff, a lot of goodies here. All right, next up. Okay. So this guy is heavy. Bear with me. This is the brand that makes this is called US Solid. And let me tell you what, they are not lying. This thing is solid. The base, which is made of wood, the lid, which is made of wood, this beautiful brass handle, all of these brass details, it is sturdy. And what I love about this is that it's for both hot and for cold. And so I was thinking about making apple cider, of course, for this fall party. And then when I looked up the recipe for apple cider, I learned that it takes 50 apples to make a gallon of apple cider. And I do not currently own a pot that is big enough to house 50 apples. So I instead settled with one of my favorite fall teas. It's a barley tea. If you've never had barley tea, check it out. It's big in Japan and it's so cozy. It's roasted barley, so it's got a super earthy flavor. So I actually have a hot beverage in this US Solid drink dispenser, which maybe you're used to seeing them, glass for summer. Oh, it's cold drinks, it's lemonade. But right here, we've actually got a hot tea in here because it's fall. We're done with iced teas, we're done with lemonades, we're here for fall. So big fan of this really well made, very solid, grounded drink dispenser. This doesn't feel like the kind of thing that's going to tip over, when people are moving around. It's really solid and it feels like a piece of quality wood and glass that I'm going to have for a really long time. And that's important to me. And everything that you've seen here that I'm putting out is not just for one season, it's about longevity. So the things that I purchased through Amazon, they're timeless. They're going to last season through season. I'm going to be able to pull this out next fall and the following fall. So I like to invest in really high quality items like this that I'm going to have for years to come. We're using it for our hot beverage, as I said, but also will double for a great cold beverage in the summertime. So let me know if you have something like this. Let me know if you've ever seen anything that does both. I love a dispenser that does both. All right. Okay, this is one that I am so excited about. I'm going to put these down and then I'm going to give you guys the close-up because the close-up is important. All right, check this out. We've got these beautiful glazed ceramic mugs. Now it might look like a normal mug. Yeah, Taylor, it looks like a normal mug. But it's got a secret hot hand pouch. Can you guys see that? So it looks almost like in nature when you're walking on the beach and if you're lucky, you find a conch shell. I feel like this design called upon nature and a conch shell to design something that is so cozy. There's a little bit of an inlet here. I know the light's a little bit bright. But what this does is when you put your hot beverage in here, it warms your hands, which is so perfect for a fall patio refresh because I know when I'm outside sipping on tea, it's making my hands warm and it's putting me in the best mood. And so I'm having 4 girlfriends over tonight, which means that everybody gets a mug. No fighting over these amazing mugs. And not only do I love the hand warming element, I mean, obviously, the hand warming element is like number one draw to this item, but I feel like it's such a great transitional item in terms of the color and the glaze. So we've got this blue up top, feels kind of oceanic, and then we've got this beautiful burnt orange on the bottom. And then you can see the glaze also is completely hand done. No two of these are alike. And I love that this is the perfect transitional item. It's going to work for summer. It's going to work for fall. It's going to work year round. You're going to have this for a long time to come. So we're going to gather our 4 little mugs and let me know if you guys see anything that you're loving so far. If you had to take one thing home today, you only had to pick one, what are you going to pick? Tiffany, Matt, and Isabel are all tuning in to say that they love the mugs. You guys, I'm with you. I think the mugs might be like up at the top for me. So don't miss out on a chance to get these mugs for yourself. Maybe get them as a gift if you're feeling generous. Maybe get one for yourself, get one for a gift. That's how I like to do holiday shopping. One for me, one for somebody else. So we've got our 4 mugs here. I'm so glad that you guys like those as much as I do. And then we're going to round this out with our last item. Drum roll. We've got this. Just let's take a moment to appreciate this stunning marigold. Look at the texture of this. This is a 4-layer cotton. It's kind of like a muslin cloth texture. You can see that kind of waffle knit texture. And what I love about this blanket is that it's a great mix of lightweight. Look at this high quality threading. This looks absolutely stunning. This looks like something that I'm going to have for a long time. And I wish there was like a cozy button that you guys could feel. Uh-oh. My necklace wants to be a part of that. I wish that there was like a cozy button that you guys, or a touch button, right? Kind of like a smell button. I wish that there was a touch button on this Amazon Live that you guys could feel how absolutely divine and cozy this blanket is. Also, like, is this low-key a shawl that I could like wear out? I don't know, maybe. Absolutely love the marigold. And you know what? If you've got 4 girlfriends coming over, you know us girls. We're always cold, right? We come over, we have a jacket, but then we're still cold. So what I would do is I would toss a couple of these out so that when the girls are getting together, they're out here, they're hanging out, everybody's got blankets, and I love this marigold color specifically for fall. If this doesn't say fall, honestly, I don't know what does. So that is, oh, hold on. I was about to say that's all of our products, but I have yet to turn on our fairy lights. I was hoping it was going to get darker, but unfortunately, still a little bit too light in the day. Let me know if you guys can see the fairy lights from that angle. It's probably still too bright out. It's only 2:30 in Southern California. But we've got our fairy lights that are emitting. If you can't see it, I'll explain it to you. They are emitting the coziest little warmest glow. Somebody in the chat says, that looks so cozy. I could not agree more. I feel like we have built a little cozy sanctuary. I wish you guys could feel this. This is so warm. I just brewed this tea like 10 minutes before we kicked it off. So I'm going to have a little cup of tea. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Like I said, don't sleep on barley tea. It is the perfect tea for fall. Or if you can find a giant witch's cauldron sized pot on Amazon, then I would suggest making apple cider from scratch because that would also be really great in here. I just didn't have anything for 50 apples and it's a weekday, so I didn't have time to make apple cider from scratch, but hot tea, cold tea, this thing does it all. Let's give it a try. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I wish this live had a taste feature so that you guys could taste this amazing cozy tea. Look at my hands. They are so warm. They are exceptionally cozy right now. I've never seen a mug like this. I didn't even know that they made mugs like this. So excited about this. And Kai is asking if our beautiful 4-layer muslin cloth blanket comes in other colors. And Kai, let me tell you, it comes in like every color. I think it comes in over 10 colors. I had the hardest time picking one. I mean, this one felt perfect for fall, but they have off-white ones that would be amazing, kind of like a gauzy vibe. Throw it on the couch, bring it on to the beach. Like, this is probably one of the most multi-use blankets that I've ever seen. You could throw it anywhere. It's warm, but not too warm, perfect for our fall transition season. So don't sleep on this one. Check it out in the carousel. It is such a steal, and it's going to last for a really long time. Okay, someone is asking, you guys, I love when you send me chats. It makes me feel like we're all a family here. Thank you. Someone's asking what fall activities I'm excited for. You know, I've never been, this is going to sound cliche, but I have never been apple picking. And I am such a big fan of apples. I think that they, you know, that antiquated phrase, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I'm like in the 2 apples a day category. I'm probably going to live to be over 100 because I love apples so much. I'm probably eating 1 to 2 apples a day. Yet, being the esteemed fan of apples that I am, I have never been to an apple farm. So there's a place about an hour and a half drive from me that has apple picking where you get to go and you get to, take a little basket, maybe cozy up and go apple picking. And that is something that I've always wanted to do. I'm putting it on my fall bucket list and I'm for sure making it happen this year. Maybe we'll do another video, another live at an apple farm sometime in the near future. But that is definitely where I'm going to go to collect the 50 apples that I need to make a gallon of apple cider in my amazing US solid drink dispenser. So let me know if there's any fall activities that you guys are really excited about. I know that fall is a little bit different in different parts of the country and different parts of the world. We probably have some people that are tuning in internationally, so it might already be fall where you are. So let me know how you plan to spend these next couple weeks of blissful time where we're transitioning into fall, arguably one of the most beautiful times of year, in my opinion. And you guys can come back if you came in halfway. I know it's a work day, everybody's busy. If you didn't know what we're doing here or you missed part of it, you can come back and watch the full stream. If you missed any of it, it's going to be here with the same link for a replay. So you're not going to miss anything. And hopefully we're going to be doing more of these in the future. And make sure that you guys subscribe to Tastemade's Amazon Live page so that you're notified when we host events like this that are live and that are so much fun. So I think that's everything that we have today. Don't forget that Amazon is having their big October sale. I'm super excited about it. Good excuse to get holiday shopping kicked off. A lot of these actually would make great gifts. I think this one would make an amazing gift. Good luck though, not keeping it for yourself. It's entirely too cute. These mugs would make an amazing gift for anybody. Honestly, any of these things, but this blanket, do not sleep on this blanket. Marigold, off-white, pumpkin, green, sage, they've got it all. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Amazon Live, this full patio fall refresh. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate all the chats, and it's really felt like such a fun community event. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. And tune in soon for another episode of Amazon Live with Tastemade. We'll see you then.